I would like to congratulate Manchester City on finally winning the Champions League. I'd also like to congratulate Leicester City, who were deserved winners. Before I get onto those useless, garbage pieces of crap losers, those complete bricks, and those failures, I think it's key to congratulate those two guys. So for Man City, well done. It took you 3 billion years, spending 3 trillion. But well done on your Champions League win, and also congratulations to Leicester City, because I say don't get it twisted. Footballing wise, this was a garbage game. It got better towards the end, but mostly this was a garbage game. Leicester City 1000% deserved to win. Any clownish, stupid, idiotic Chelsea fan who opens their stupid, rotten mouth and say that Chelsea were unlucky, I will slap you in the face. Any idiot that says, oh, it was a handball, you're a moron. Any idiot that says, oh, it was onside, you're a moron. Chelsea shouldn't be arguing over specific decisions against Leicester City. That shouldn't be happening. There shouldn't be any notion like, oh, we were unlucky, we had them. No. Chelsea, because I'm going to just slowly pick apart the issues here. Because this now goes, because Werner is involved here, Kepa is involved here, Jorginho is involved here. And also, we're going to have to talk about Tuchel, because you all told me that Tuchel was the second coming. I love this. I also see this is amazing. I love this loss. I really love this loss, because this loss tells me that May 29th, these guys, you're going in as fully underdog. Because I swear to you, if these you have to be prepared. I'll get into the game. Chelsea, prepare yourselves to the worst. This is what I said to Ford and Eddie on the live stream. Prepare for the worst. Prepare for the worst. We could have a situation where we've lost an FA Cup final twice in a row. We lose to Leicester, lose to Villa, come fifth, and lose the Champions League final. See, if that happens, I sack Tuchel. That's just me. Call me crazy, call me reactionary. I sack him. You get sacked. So for Tuchel, if that situation arises where you go into Europa, you've already lost this, and you lose that CL final, you're getting sacked. You have to get sacked. So, but I need to be clear here. Leicester City, congratulations, because see, this is about football. Because people will say, "Oh, Leicester didn't play well. They didn't have those many shots on target." You have to understand what football is about. I keep telling you, this is a particular footballing matchup where you have a team who is superior and a team who is inferior. If they were both on the same level, then you can maybe criticize Leicester. But Leicester City, no, you are the inferior team. You are the underdogs. You are not as good as Chelsea. Forget what the table says. That's because Frank Homeboy was managing. So for Leicester, they knew that we have to now defend. We have to now have play deep, men behind the ball. And this is where we come to Chelsea Football Club. You see, guys, if you're a truly great team, you must know how to do the two flex. HH, what is the two flex? Well, kids, I'll tell you what the two flex is. The two flex is you are able to beat a team that plays with a high line that gives you space, and you can play with a team that doesn't give you space. You can't be a great team if you have space, we can play. Because as we said in the lineup, and this is what Eddie was saying, if this is men behind the ball, Limo, Class A break learner is freaking useless. His football IQ is in the basement. I had a freaking clown. I had a clown on Twitter. I told you there's some stupid people on Twitter. I had a freaking clown on Twitter because I put out a tweet that says, this guy's football IQ is on the floor. And this stupid clown on Twitter said, you always use Werner as a scapegoat. You always scapegoating him. I was like, you stupid, you idiots. After you've seen this moron play with his head down, this moron that can't give a proper pass, this moron who shoots from stupid angles, this moron who is all pace and nothing else. All he does is run. He doesn't have a freaking football brain. This guy is moronic. And it's like, Tuchel, I get his German. I understand. He's the marquee player. I get it. If you're Tammy Abraham, Tammy must be like, wow. So you're doing me like this. So all because I didn't sign a new contract, you're playing a moron ahead of me? That's insane. That is totally insane. And it's completely utterly insane. But for Leicester, Leicester City, man, that was a superb performance by them, because they did what they had to do. Keep yourselves in the game, take the chance when it comes. And guys, because I'll say that Belgium have guys. Because come these Euros, Belgium have guys. Lukaku's had a great season. De Bruyne has had a great season. Carrasco's had a great season. Tielemans has been damn good, and that was a super goal. Mendy saves it. Superb goal, amazing clean strike. Mendy saves it. If you shoot the ball cleanly, just shoot the ball cleanly. Kepa's not saving it. If Kepa was still in goal and Chelsea get Mendy, Benzema scores that Chelsea in the freaking CL final. So, because when we did the lineup preview, I asked a very simple question: why is Kepa starting? Why is Kepa starting? It was just a very simple question. Why is Kepa starting in this game? Because 100% that cost Chelsea. Kepa starting, that cost Chelsea. So did Werner as well. So that was a bad performance, guys, because I think it took till the 60th minute for Chelsea to register a shot on target. For 45 minutes, Chelsea don't have a single shot on target. Not a single shot on target. And who got the first shot on target for Chelsea? Werner? Nope. Mount? Nope. Ziyech? Nope. Alonso? Left back. How good has this team been, really? That's what I want to ask. Let's keep it a stack. Now, I will say this right. I don't want to be reactionary. This is better than Frank Comboy. This is Chelsea are in a much better situation than Frank Comboy, because Frank Comboy was hell on earth. That was hell on earth. That was Lucifer's crib. Okay, that was Lucifer's crib. But people showed me this stats of like, oh my gosh, Chelsea, look how good Chelsea have done. Hardly any goals conceded. Oh, Tuchel has beat all the top managers and so that's okay, that's good. That's interesting. But how good is this attack? What is the quality of football that is truly being played? So I ask, how good has this team been really under Tuchel? These guys are getting beat by Man City. Now, you can say that, okay, Chelsea obviously can't play against a low block or guys that defend deep. City, that's maybe a good matchup because they will give them space. The way these guys are moving attacking wise, it's sketchy, bro. It's sketchy. This was a bad loss because Chelsea, it's one thing when a team plays well and they don't manage to get a goal, which is a loss to a loss. There's another thing where there's nothing about how done, but like, you see, this ain't 09. This ain't the CL semi 09 against Barcelona. No, you deserve to lose. The attack is crap. There was no chemistry whatsoever in the attack. Like, for about 35 minutes here, I said to Eddie and for the way, bro, wait. We watched 30 and 40 minutes. What the hell is going on? This ain't about Leicester. It's the superior team, and those are the guys that have to dictate things. If you're the inferior team, you're there to defend. You're there to defend, stay in the game, not concede, and try to pick up something. It's for the superior team to now, this is how you're playing. This is how you're controlling things. This is how you're dictating play. This is how you're asking questions. But it was like bits, which is why Leicester City knew that, aha, we're keeping these guys at bay. These guys are not even having a shot on target. All we need is just an opportunity. All we need is an opportunity. And they got it. And they took it. This is a badass loss, bro. This is really bad. Because I was, in my mind, I told you, when we did the preview, I was fully convinced that, no, Chelsea will win this. Now, is it 2-1? I never envisioned, I swear to you, I never envisioned Chelsea would lose this game. In 90 minutes, they lost and they got deserved to be beaten. I'm sorry, I'm being realistic. Chelsea fans, you better wake up. You've been asleep. You better wake up. These guys could end up 5th. And they could lose the Champions League. That nightmare could happen. Because if that happens, you won't find me. You won't find me. If Chelsea don't come top 4 and they lose that Champions League final, you don't see me in that stream. Like, I'll make the stream a hangout and I'll get Jujuman to host it. Jujuman is hosting that hangout. It ain't going to be me, because that's a level of nightmare that I can't deal with. And I think every time my boy King Cabana, he's even said, "Nah, I ain't roll, man." So I want to bring in the boys, man, because they said they wanted to come in, man. So I'll take some of your dogs, man. I mean, guys, I'm sorry, man. That was a garbage performance. But I have to reiterate, well done to Leicester City. Well done to Leicester City. They deserved it. But that was a piece of crap. That was just nonsense, man. All right. Let me bring in the guys, man. October. Guys, I'm sorry, man. My hope and belief for the CL final. It's interesting. Those guys are crap. Those guys are generally crap, man. Those guys are generally crap. So from Zoteng TV, man, thank you for the dollar, Zoteng TV. He says, HH, let me warn you. If there's ever a manager to lose the FA Cup, CL, and finish 5th, it's Tuchel. Francis lives on. Zoteng, man, it's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good, man. But we'll see. We'll see how the cookie crumbles, man. But if that happens, bro, it's so funny how things quickly change, because Tuchel was the talk of the town. He was the main man. He was the guy that is the Midas touch and so forth. How quickly things changed. Lost to Arsenal. Now top 4 is a threat. You lose this FA Cup final, a final which you should have won. And right now, with Liverpool winning their games, things could look because if it's a situation where Chelsea don't get top 4, they lose the Champions League. From Whimsical Thought says, both Yuri Tillemans and Schmeichel came clutch. I need to speak about Schmeichel. I need to speak about Schmeichel for sure. Schmeichel, that was huge. That was a huge, like, those 2 saves, but Schmeichel specifically, the save, on Mount, that was an amazing save. Like, the other one was, but that save on Mount, superb. So, as much as Tillmans came clutch, Schmeichel came super, super amazing clutch. Eddie, bro, let me even plug my own thing, man. Talk to me, bro. Because as I said again, Eddie, man, deserved loss. Chelsea can have no complaints. That was a garbage crap performance. I believe Chelsea ended up with like maybe 2 or 3 shots on target, and Chelsea can have no complaints. And again, it just goes to show that this overindulgence in Werner is coming to slap you in the face. There are games in which this guy can't play. So, Eddie, talk to me, man.
First of all, I mean, I don't think I had a chance. So congratulations to Leicester City. Deserved win. They overall it was a trash game, but they were the better team clearly. They knew what they had to do. They came.
They had their tactic, yeah.
Yeah, they knew what they wanted to do. They came there, they done it, they executed, and that's it. Chelsea have to hold that L. Or is it that way for the camera? I don't know. Is it this? Whatever it is, bro.
Yeah.
Tuchel, take that. Thomas Tuchel. You deserve this. Because let's revisit the Arsenal game. I was told he rotated because he had a lineup in mind for today. Yeah? What was the point of listening to Arsenal if you were going to come drop this disaster class today. What's the point? What he needs to come out and explain, because he said it on when was the game? Tuesday, Wednesday. He said maybe I had Saturday on my mind. Well, what the hell was the plan for today? Because surely Aspi and Alonso playing wing back wasn't a great plan. It wasn't working. And how you watch that first half, similar to the game against Arsenal, and I argued this on Thursday. How you watched Jorginho in that first half? HH, who was the first person who wanted out at the end of the first half? Jorginho.
Jorginho.
Who was the first?
That dude?
Who was the first person we noticed on the team sheet? Kepa. And Timo Werner was out there breaking the tape. Look, I need to make an apology. And we have failed our brother, HH. Justice for Tammy Abraham, bro. Justice for Tammy Abraham. I'm sorry.
It's like no, Eddie. If you're because there was a moment where Werner bricked it. I know whenever the camera goes to like a player on the bench, and it went to Tammy on the bench. If you're Tammy, you're like, because I didn't sign a contract, you are sabotaging yourself. Fine, I didn't sign a contract and so forth, but you still need to win games. You still need to help, and I can still. Because if I play, I will play. Then you can do whatever you want to me in the summer. But you're also cutting off your nose to spite your face. It's like this guy is clearly not a striker. He's clearly crap. Tammy may not be Drogba, Haaland, and so forth. He is better than that clown on that pitch.
He's a better finisher. Because look, first thing we need to see, Monday morning is Timo Werner's contract. I want to see how many games it's stipulated in there that he can play. If he's reached the cap, just sit him for the rest of the season. Seriously. Kepa should not play another game for this club. I'm sorry. Kepa cannot play another game for this club. He doesn't breed confidence in anyone. We all saw him on the pitch and we said, okay, Chelsea have to score because we knew Kepa tax is going to come in at some point. So for all you bums who clipped his 5 clean sheets or whatever before, most important clean sheet we needed is failed it. So I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear nonsense about Kepa. Jorginho.
The guy's garbage, man. No, because
can someone tell me where Sarri is getting his next show?
No, the key thing.
Can someone tell me where Sarri is getting his next show?
Because Eddie made a key point for the goal. Jorginho, where the hell were you? Where the hell? Because the key to the goal was Tielemans had so much space to really set himself and pick the spots for Jorginho. You see, Jorginho, central midfield, that was my position that I play. The key thing is central midfield. If you're central midfield, you need to do everything. You need to pass, shoot, you need to defend, you need to tackle. You have to have defensive awareness and attacking awareness. So for Jorginho, it's not just good you being, I'm good on the ball, I can pass, which you still can't because I can't remember the last key pass that you made. If you're in central midfield, Kante can't be everywhere. He can't. He's only one man. He can try. He can't be everywhere. So Kante mate, can you help me out? Can you please help me out, bro? Can you please help me out?
You can't even look at Kante. He was playing more advanced role. And if you look at the goal, whoever passed the ball, which was, I think, Thiago Silva, couldn't get the ball to
Reece James.
Reece James. Intercepted along the way. Kante can't do anything to drop back. Oh, Jorginho. This guy is a midfielder. An international midfielder. Can someone, right? Let me tell you how bad it was. Tielemans got the ball, called his wife or his girlfriend or his side chick. Hey, babe, I'm about to score this screamer right now. What are we having for dinner?
He made food.
How we celebrating?
Well.
He made reservations. He made sure he knew what was happening. He dropped the phone. He told his defenders, like, yo, don't worry, hold on. I'm about to do something. And he took a shot. And Jorginho still didn't have enough time to get to him. Really? That's what we've become now.
No. But wait. But guys, speak to me. Let me even bring it forward now. The attack is so bad. And here's the thing. You see, it's weird. See, football is weird because football is about matchups. These guys won't look like this against Man City.
because they'll give them space. But you see, Ford, I can't. That is unacceptable. That because a team sits deep. Now, if it's Atletico or Inter sitting deep, I can understand that. Leicester City, this isn't the greatest team in the world. They have played above their means. Before, how is it that as an attack, it took you about 60 minutes to have a shot on target against these dudes? How?
I mean, it even goes into a deeper discussion of the fact that we live in a day and age now where it's not really about creative players anymore. It's not about individuals. It's all about systems, and players are only suited to certain types of systems. You got players like Alonso who can only play as a wing back in the modern game, and it's just a mad thing that some of these players are decent when you come up against a press and a team that gives you space in behind, but now you take away that press, and now we're going to sit in a low block. You take away the high line, now we're going to sit in a deep block and just defend crosses, and now you got to come to us and create something. All of a sudden, somebody like Alonso is useless. Somebody like Werner, there's no space in behind, so he can't run. Somebody like Jorginho, now you got to be a playmaker. Now you got to do what Cesc Fabregas done for this club, which is pick passes, dictate in the final third. Nope, he can't do that. He can only pass it five yards sideways, backwards. That's it. He can't break the lines of a pass. You have Azpilicueta, again, a great servant for this club, the captain, but you have a 45-year-old playing right wing back in the modern game. Bro, it's 2021, and our wing backs today are Alonso and Azpilicueta. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And again, the attacking force is terrible, but we know it. And the thing is, people will be blinded by the fact that we're in a Champions League final, which is an amazing achievement. It is. That doesn't mean we have a great team.
But
this is not a great team.
No. But Ford, what did he say on the stream? Because what he said on the stream is key. He said, because you were like, and let's just dig in deep, because Ford, you said, how did this team get into that Champions League final? How? Because if we look at it, it wasn't amazing football. It wasn't superb performances. It was just solid in defense. The chances fell, and they sort of took them. Did they outplay Atletico? Did they outplay FC Porto? Did they?
They are playing Atletico, not FC Porto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I would say, I guess,
in the first leg or the second leg?
To ask. So it's a valid question, which is what you asked. I think, again, if you want to break it down, Atletico first leg, tight game, nothing really in it. We didn't even create anything on the counter attack, because that was another low block team. And just a moment of magic from Giroud, overhead kick, funny bounce in the box, and it forced him. Great moment. And now we have control of that game. Second leg, we did outplay them because they had to come out a bit. Hit them on a counter with Ziyech's first goal, and that was an easy game for us. Porto, very tight game. Nothing really happened until that great turn for Mason Mount, and we scored. So we didn't really outplay them, to be honest. Second leg was terrible as well. Horrible. And then Real Madrid, now, okay, we have a team that kind of plays how we want them to play. They come out, play a very high line, they press us, and now we can try and use the pace of Werner in behind, Pulisic in behind. So, okay, teams like that, we know this team is pretty good against them. But when you have a team that sits back in a low block, and now it's on you to show your individual quality, we need these players to now go and step up and show, you know what, I can take the game by the scruff of the neck and produce a special moment like what Tielemans did. Who is doing that in this team when it really counts? Nobody's doing it. And yes, we're in a Champions League final, it's an ambition, but that doesn't mean that these individuals that we have up front are great players. They're not. They're not great players in moments. They don't create magical things. What have we seen in 9 months from Timo Werner that suggests he's going to do something special in an FA Cup final? And this is a £50 million signing, and he can't control the ball. It says everything. And even to your point earlier, Eddie, about the goal, which, again, a shocking goal to give away. I think Reece James was pretty good today, but again, poor giveaway in the middle of the park. Kante's already out of position because he's trying to receive the ball. So now, Jorginho, it's on you. You see the entire play ahead of you. What you need to do is you need to screen the defense. No, what he does is he goes to try and press Catania and Perez, and he's left Tielemans there. Now they've played the ball across, and you're kind of out of position, but you can still go and sprint to Tielemans and put pressure on him because you know this guy's a shooter. We all know the game. We all see it. We know Tielemans can shoot from range. So you go out and press the ball. Instead of doing that, because I watched the goal again before coming on. He goes and he runs the other way, and he points to Thiago Silva saying, "You go and deal with it. I'm gonna go just jog back in the other direction," rather than going and applying pressure and sprinting out.
We speak
I'm not a passion merchant, but at least go on there. Yeah, Jorginho. For me, I'm not a passion merchant. I'm not about just run it like a headless chicken all game, but you're up in that position now. You gotta go and burst the gut and go and apply pressure there. You might not get a foot on the ball, but you can affect how he's going to take the shot. But no, he gives him the entire freedom of Wembley Park to go and take a shot. And then obviously, I mean, do we even need to go into Kepa? Like, do we need to go into Kepa? Because I can, if you want me to, I can, but with that guy, and it's what do you expect? He gets packed up from range every single time.
You see, my thing about it is that you know what you're going to get from Kepa. You know that if you shoot on goal, it's going to be. But then, see, guys, you have to look at the bigger picture here. Really, I'll take your dubs previously, but the bigger picture here is, again, it goes back to just matchups. This team, this exact same team, against a team that gives them space, will have more opportunities. But this now goes back to what, Eddie, you said previously before, is that you have to pick your personnel. Werner cannot play every game. He simply can't. Because Werner, against a team that sits in deep, he is useless garbage. So if you know that you're going to have possession, a team is going to sit in deep, you need a focal point. And that's either Giroud or Tammy. Werner is useless because against a team that sits in deep, you need a focal point, but also other players around that focal point. You need to dribble. You need to beat a man. You need to know how to control the ball. Werner is a garbage footballer. He is crap, utterly crap. So my thing is, see, Tuchel, you have to understand this is that you need to win. And it's about picking players who can help you win. Werner is the ops. He's a Russian spy. He is not helping you win. He's trying to help you lose. Because this guy's not contributing anything, man. So wait, I'm coming. Let me just get some of these dubs, man. From Coastal Awesome, man. Thanks for the dub. HH, we're gonna pop those bottles down. Coastal Awesome, man. Screw you, man. Look, screw you, bro. Like, no. There are no bottles being popped. And there'll probably be no bottles being popped towards the final. Gatlock says, Ian Nacho and Ndidi HH chin up. Look, I'm happy for my Nigerian guys. I'm happy for my Nigerian guys. So shout out to my Nigerian boys. And well done to them. Well done to them. But this is an embarrassing, disgraceful loss for Chelsea. The manner in which this guy's lost is horrible. Andrew Laurie, man, thanks for the dub. HH, I'm so devastated. I'm sorry, but we are not winning the UCL. Yep. And we are bottling top 4. We've got... No, let me finish. We've got zero mentality. What a shot by Tillemans. Fire. Feel bad for Chile. You see, my thing is that this is a reality check. And in a weird way, in a weird sequence, it's the best thing that could have happened before May 29th, because now I don't want to hear any Tuchel praise. Because right now it's real, right? It's real. You've got 2 games that you have to now win. Leicester and Villa. And guys, I'm sorry. You cannot lose 2 finals. You can't lose 2 finals. That's just mad. YSK Laxin with a lot of smiley, laughing emojis. LSK Laxin, screw you bastard. From Mohammed, thanks for the dub, who says, Chelsea fans were clowning Liverpool for not signing Werner. What's your got to say now? Jota over Werner. You dodged the bullet. You dodged the bullet because, my God, this guy is crap. This guy is crap. YSK Jackson says, Turbo Timo had a bad game, man. Relax. Hashtag, oh, screw you. From Osasuna. Wait. Just chill, because I need to address something again. From Osasuna again, who says, Leicester can win the FA Cup. Sevilla can win La Liga. Osasuna, you're smoking crap because Sevilla are not doing crap, bro. Okay, look, your pick was wrong. And from LSK Lax says, Double HH's performance on Twitch in 99 on the eye test. Oh, screw you, bastard. I want to present, and this is what I presented to you guys on Twitch. Guys, you know that the nightmare can happen. Like, don't get it twisted. Based off that loss to Arsenal, because just listen to me. What if Leicester say, okay, look, let's use the same tactic, sit in deep, counter. Because, guys, Werner is going to start. Werner is starting against Leicester. Like, he's playing. So they don't know how to defend him. So if
These guys must be against Villa and Tottenham, and then these guys now lose the CL final. Do you know that this is a disaster? It's a disaster that's a combination of Frank Homeboy and Tuchel. Yes, you did a really good job taking through, but you've shot yourself in the foot. You've shot yourself in the freaking foot. You know? So, I mean, Eddie, man, talk to me, man.
Hey, Judge, it might be a lubrication. Oh, man. I think I might have to start queuing up the Europa League song again because, look,
No, I will level with you. I will level with you. I'm not sure how I'd be able to react if after everything Chelsea are in the Europa League and they lose that CL final. Like, I don't know how to, like, that is because my brain cannot compute Chelsea in the Europa League. No, I can't. I can't.
At the end of the day, it is kind of what Chelsea deserve. And, you know, sometimes in life you don't get what you want, you don't get what you need, you get what you deserve. Because this is, and I think we started touching on this, and I was touching on it. We started touching on it in the complicated Chelsea one. I was touching on it after the game just now. And I said, this is years and years and years of throwing money at things. I mean, Tuchel came to save the season. If we remember, splashing money at things doesn't work. And I said, Leicester City is a perfect example. What a story!
Amazing
best
story.
Scouting network.
Amazing
Best scouting
story
network in the country.
Amazing
Best
story.
Scouting network in England right now. They pick players who are not well known across the world. Take them, coach them up. I've got a good manager. I've got a good system going there. And look where they are. They just beat Chelsea in the FA Cup final. Man City, you're about to face in the Champions League final, are about to do the same. They're about to cap what's been, you know, a great 10, 13 years with a CL final or CL win against Chelsea. So it is kind of what Chelsea deserves at this point. So, look.
What's it called? Daniel just said Mendy saves that goal. Just saying.
Yeah.
Well, of course, we know this. We know this.
We said this. We said this on stream. Because, first of all, Kepa's reaction. By the time Kepa died, the ball was already passed.
It was so late, bro. Like, by the time his foot, the ball was already traveling. Like, he put his foot so... Then he dives late. And
Kepa dives after the ball has hit the net. When the ball hits the net, Kepa's like, oh, you want me to dive now? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Then he dives.
So, I mean, anyways, it might be I mean, the only thing that was stopping from winning the location is the fact that Mendy will be in goals. Unless, God forbid, Mendy gets injured and Kepa... I see Kepa play another game this season, HH. If I see Kepa start another game this season, 3 must-win games, HH.
Okay, wait.
If I see that bomb start another game.
Can I just ask you guys something? Can we be really honest here? I want to be really honest here. Are you entertained by these guys and the way that they play football under Tuchel? Honestly speaking.
Hell no. And I've said this for quite a long time. Like, it was even the case for Lampard, because again, obviously Lampard, the defense was nowhere near as solid as it was now, clearly. But Tuchel hasn't really changed much in the attack. Let's be honest. Like, who's really kicked up in form under Tuchel that wasn't doing it under Lampard? I mean, our best attacker now is Mount, who was our best attacker under Lampard. Havertz has had moments under Tuchel, but like,
he hasn't been world class.
That's about it. Again, yeah, a bit. But Werner was probably better under Lampard, to be honest, like statistically at least. But again, to the point that the attackers they're not inspiring in any way. Like, our most creative player, Ziyech, we're not able to get the best out of him. This team is crying out for a creative player, and yet we can't get the best out of Ziyech. Why is that the case? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, someone like Pulisic, again, he's
okay. Is it that they can't get the best out of Ziyech, or Ziyech has just been performing badly? Let's be honest.
It's a massive bit. It's a massive part of both. It's both. Because for me, Ziyech, again, I always make the comparison to someone like Bruno because again, he's a creative player, but he always wants to play on the front foot. Again, we made the comparison in the Twitch stream where he's not a creative player in the ilk of a Fabregas or of a Juan Mata or a David Silva, where these are guys who are like dictate the, but then slow it down to a nice, cool tempo, be composed, and then pick the right pass at the right time. Whereas Ziyech, as soon as he gets it, his head's up, boom, I'm gonna play that killer pass. Okay, I've messed up this time. Let me get it again. Boom, I'm gonna play it again. Okay, I've given it away twice in a row. I'm gonna do it again. That's the kind of player Ziyech is. And Tuchel, we know he doesn't like players giving the ball away. He wants to keep it a same control pattern of play. And that's why we're so safe. And that's ultimately why, to answer your question, we're just very boring to watch because everybody's playing it safe. You got Aspilicueta playing sideways passes at right wing back. You got Alonso playing as a false left wing back on that other side. So now you've got no creativity from the wings. You've got Werner, who's terrible. You got Ziyech, who wants to play on the front foot, but there's nobody to really link with. Mason Mount's doing his thing, trying his best, but again, when he's not on his top form, it's like then what are we really looking for to give something in this game? We got 3 centre backs and 2 defensive midfielders in midfield. So who's gonna give us goals? Nobody. So that's why it's put on. And again, to your earlier point about obviously Kepa starting today, and again I made the point on the Twitch stream, and yes, there is a precedent for managers playing their second goalkeeper in FA Cups, and we get that you have your cup keeper, and we start with Pep, who's the best manager in the world, playing it with Stefan. And finally, that cost him in the semi-final because he made a mistake. He came out too early, and Ziyech had an open goal to score. So okay, cool. You kind of I accepted that Kepa was going to start today. I knew it was probably going to come and bite us in the arse, but I accepted it in a sense. But what about a cup striker? Because Tammy has been our top scorer in this competition. He's got a hat-trick of assists in the first round for Kai Havertz, I believe. If that was in the Carling Cup or maybe
wait. That's a good point.
Yeah, but exactly. And let me land this as well. He scored 2 winning goals on the way to get to the semi-finals. And now he's not even in the matchday squad in the final. But yet Kepa's allowed to be in there. How does that make any sense?
Sorry, that's a great point. Okay, if you're gonna have, because what you do is okay, you prioritize the league and the Champions League. That's what you prioritize. And then okay, I'm gonna play like a mostly secondary team for the FA Cup. Okay, fair enough. Even if Werner shouldn't be the main choice striker, but okay, if you're the main choice striker, okay, you're for the league and you're for the Champions League. Why can't you have Tammy? So my thing is this solely because he didn't sign that contract? That's what I want to know.
It is. That's what.
But Eddie, that's mindless. But Eddie, that is mindless. Fine, he doesn't sign it, but the most important thing is you want to win. You want to win. And Tammy is going to give you a greater chance of winning than that psychopath, than that pace-better psychopath. So, okay, he's leaving. You're going to sell him. You don't want him part of the team, but you're still under contract. You're still a Chelsea player, and we will still use you to help us win. So my thing is because it makes no sense how you're starting this dude Werner, who this guy is freaking garbage.
And there's really no logic for it either, because we're playing Kepa to build up his transfer value so we can sell him to Spain. But why not we build up Tammy's transfer value? And the thing is, we're killing Kepa's transfer value.
Killed us. The 2 biggest games of the season. He's dropped.
Imagine, bro. He's walked the best defense in Europe because Chelsea had the best defense in Europe over the last few months since Tuchel's come. And Kepa's come in, and we've lost 2 games 1-0 in comical fashion, where he's at fault. Where if Mendy's playing, we probably don't concede those goals. You have Tammy, who can come in and is already our top scorer. Let's bear that in mind. And it's not like Mendy's in front of him, who's been one of the best goalkeepers in all of Europe this season. In front of Tammy Abraham is a £50 million flop in Timo Werner. He's been awful. And Tammy can't get a game. It's ridiculous.
Even if you don't start Tammy, Giroud is there. At least Giroud. Because look at the 2 players who played behind the striker today. You've got Mason Mount and Ziyech. All they want to do is create for a striker. All they want to do is create for a guy who can finish. And something Ziyech does as well, which Ford mentioned before, is he's about the crosses. He is about, if I cut in from the right, I put crosses in. If I come in from the left, I'm putting crosses in. Why not play someone who can actually head the freaking ball? why did it have to be Timo Werner? Because the problem with that first half was Chelsea kept rushing everything. Jorginho got the ball, didn't know what to do with it. Ziyech got the ball, didn't know what to do with it. Mason Mount got the ball, couldn't make a decision. I'm not even going to mention Timo Werner because that guy is a waste. Chelsea don't play dynamic football at the moment. We don't play one way.
But also, Eddie, like, and I've been saying this for a while now. Ever since Hazard has left, who is the go-to player? Like, give him the ball, he'll make something happen. Like, just give him the ball, he can try and produce and make something. Who is the inspirational figure attacking ones that can make it happen? Chelsea don't have that player.
That is the biggest mistake Chelsea made last season. It was buying Werner. And then once you bought Werner, you then spent a world record fee on Havertz. So everyone looked at Havertz to be that guy who would pick up the slack when things were going down. But he's not ready for that yet. He's not ready for that role. Because based on the fee, everyone's looking at Havertz like, yo, get up and do something. Previously, we depended on Pulisic, but he's got glass feet. He can't stay fit for a whole season. Hudson-Odoi hasn't been on form. Ziyech could have been that guy. But we can't decide who it is between Ziyech, Havertz, and Werner. We're still trying to work out who the hell's the work. They're all average at this point. They're all bloody average to the point where we need new attackers. We need a creative midfielder. Possibly wing backs. And a centre back. So we're pretty much in the same spot we were last season. After spending 200 million. Can someone explain how you spend 200 million and get worse?
If you spend it badly, Kai Havertz is a talented player. Havertz ain't Sancho. He ain't Mbappe. We're like, okay, he's a good prospect. Are you sure you want to put him under that kind of spotlight of where, boom, you're the next big thing? No. See, a Havertz is who you bring in as an appendage. Timo Werner. I mean, because that's it. Because so when you spend the money badly, this is what you get. Because never buy into the hype. Because that is why it goes back to the point that Ford made, scouting. Good scouting doesn't listen to hype. Good scouting is what does the manager want? What is the system? And I'm going to buy the right player for the system. It's not about buying amazing players. It's about buying the right player. You can have 5, 6 amazing players. If they're a bad team, they're a bad team. They can't function. You can have 5 pretty good players, but if they're in a good team and they function well, they'll be very effective. As you can see here, this team, there is no chemistry. I don't believe that Ziyech, Havertz, Werner, Mount are on the same wavelength. So when they score or they produce something, it's by luck or fluke. There's no synergy. There's no pattern. There's no connectivity, man. Wait, let me just hit some of these dubs, man. From Osasuna, who says, thanks for the dub. Osasuna says, Man City 1, Chelsea 2. So Chelsea beats City 2-1, 1-0 Leicester City, 0-2. Okay, Arsenal 4-0 against Prague. Then they lost 2-1 against Arsenal. Good evening. Lopetegui will beat him tomorrow. Sevilla, best team in Europe. Osasuna, again, if Sevilla end up winning La Liga, I will personally give you $1 billion in gummy bears. I'll personally give you $1 billion in gummy bears. So I can tell you right now, those guys, they ain't doing nada, bro. You're smoking crack cocaine. Trudon says 2-week stream if Chelsea break top 4 and the CL final. Trudon, if that happens, Trudon, you won't find. BBC Trudon, the next stream you will see of me will be the Euro 2020 Copa America preview. Literally, like my post match for that will be the Euro 2020 Copa America preview. Like as soon as that happens, Euro 2020 Copa America coverage will commence and begin. Hakim says, Hakim, who's an Inter Milan fan, got robbed. Mafienzo's bot refs, imaginary fans. Hakim, you lost against 10-man Juventus. So it is what it is. You effectively probably screwed over Napoli and so forth. You should have freaking win that game, man. Walski Jackson says, if you still need that intro, let me know.
Isaac Jackson, no, I will not, man. I
Bro.
will not. I found it from Osuna who says that, I realized Sevilla can't win it. Induct. Oh my God. So after all that, you only just realize that they can't win it. Man, induct yourself, man. Guys, this doesn't bode well for May 29th. It doesn't bode... Okay. Let me ask you this. Do you think that this doesn't bode well for May 29th? Or is it that they just can't play against a team that sits in deep? When they play against a team that will give them space like Man City, it will be a different game.
Look, it doesn't bode well for May 29th because for some reason Tuchel started to get in his own head, and he's starting to do funny things. Started with the lineup against Arsenal, which was baffling in my opinion. If you knew, because again, I said this at the start. I saw Kepa on the team sheet against Arsenal and thought, okay, cool. You're resting Mendy for this game. You're resting certain key players for this game. But we didn't even see some of those players at the start of this game. So what was the point of throwing the Arsenal game at the cost of this one? Like, explain that decision. So today, again, you come out with one of the most baffling things I've seen all season. Reece James never played right centre back. He did well. He performed well.
You know what?
Why the hell are you switching things right now?
But what? Wait. What was the logic in that?
Why did you do that?
What was the logic
Because,
in doing
again,
that?
I said it at the start of the thing. I said, look, this guy is probably trying not to sell his lineup for May 29th to Pep. But how do you forget the games in front of you because of one game that's freaking 3 weeks away?
Eddie,
that's something he needs to explain.
Do you want me to be real? Do you want me to be real with you? I truly believe that he didn't... Maybe he just didn't care about this FA Cup. It has to be. Maybe he was like, you know what? It is what it is. And because it's like, okay, because I think in his mind, I truly believe this. Tuchel is like, the priority is, of course, ensure top four, ensure Champions League for football, and you win that final. So he's like, all right, let me just try and experiment, because I think he felt that this team is good enough to beat these guys. Let me experiment, try some things around and so forth. There is no way that lineup is a lineup of a manager that really wanted to win the game.
Let me just say this right now. If that's what he's done, is put a huge target on his back.
Oh yes,
he just put a huge bullseye target on his back, because if he goes on May 29th and he doesn't deliver, oh my!
It looks very bad,
especially if he gets lubricated.
I mean, I got to jump in here and say, first and foremost, like, for me, again, watching all of Tuchel's interviews, and obviously I watch his one after today's loss, maybe when I've calmed down a bit, because right now I'm still fuming, but the impression that I get of Tuchel is he's a serial winner. He's very fixated and goal-driven, and again, that's why he makes some cutthroat decisions in the squad with players like Tammy Abraham. That's why he's so hell-bent on trying to get someone like Werner to perform. And for me, I don't get the impression that he would want to throw this game. I don't get that impression at all. I think the tactical reason behind swapping Azpilicueta and Reece James was to play Reece James on the cover for Vardy's pace. And like Eddie said, I think Reece James had a really good game against Vardy, other than the poor pass which led up to their goal. I thought Reece James dealt with Vardy pretty well. And then it's just, okay, so you play Reece James there to cover, cool. You're a goal-driven guy. You're all about winning. You've shown that you're ruthless. You've shown that you're able to cast away somebody like Tammy Abraham, who's the club's top scorer, who's, again, no matter what anybody says about the contract issues or whatever, he's a beloved figure at the club. Everybody loves Tammy Abraham. He's a very likable guy. If you watch any of the training clips, you know, when they do their rondos, he's always getting nutmegged. Like, it happens every single session, and he's always there laughing. Everybody loves him. But Tuchel's wasn't afraid to oust him. Okay, it's cool. You've shown you've got a ruthless side to you. Okay, that's great. Now, if you're really such a tactical mastermind, okay, you want to play Reece James to cover for Vardy, cool. Then play our best possible player that can fit the right wing back system, because you know we're going up against a low block. Play somebody who can get out wide, who can attack players 1v1, maybe even go past 2 players. And is Aspi going to do that? No. You play Hudson-Odoi there. It's so basic. It's so simple. That's why I don't understand how a manager of Tuchel's caliber can make a mistake like that in a game like this. And again, just to answer your point as well earlier. Sorry. Yes, I really do think that Tuchel obviously didn't want to lose this game. I don't think that makes any sense to me. But what I would say is I think he values Tuesday much more important than today. That's what I will say for sure, because he wants to guarantee top 4. He cannot afford to not be in the Champions League next season, because that messes up with his plans. Because I'm sure right now he's gotten very confident about the fact that he's got Chelsea in a great position so far. And he's going to go to that board and say, you know what, I've done all of this, this and that. So when I come to you in the summer with potentially 2 trophies in the bag, this list that I say that I want for players in the summer, don't say no to me, because I've done all of this with Lampard's players, not my own players. I've done all of this with Lampard's players. That's why he's going to make sure he gets top 4. He's going to do everything he can to get top 4. But now you've lost the FA Cup. You've given Leicester this extra bit of confidence. Now they're going to come to Tuesday knowing that if we just sit in a low block, keep it steady, these lot haven't really got much for us in the attacking third. If we just nick a goal, game's done. And then Leicester have clinched top 4. And now we're left hoping for Liverpool to lose to Burnley and West Brom. So
because
in a hole here, man.
This doesn't bode well. See, for me, May 29th, I'm still thinking, okay, match, but I don't know. Tuesday doesn't bode well. I don't think this team can do well against a team that sits in deep, because Porto didn't really have men behind the ball per se. Atletico, in the second leg, they had to come out. Think about all the games that where Chelsea have played a team that sits in deep. Atletico first leg, FC Porto both legs, especially and like so those games were not very good. This Leicester City game right now. So my thing is that if you don't have any individual players who have the bravery, the skill, and the courage to now beat a guy 1v1, who can now help to create things, do something magical, it's going to be the same thing where you're not going to have any shots on target. It's going to be very bitty and haphazard, unless they'll be like, let's just hopefully a chance will fall. Because see, what happens in football is when you're the team that has possession and you're knocking on the door, and everything, you are susceptible. You will have a lapse in concentration. It's like FIFA. Think of it like FIFA. When you are playing against a crap player and you have loads of possession and you're playing, you will just have that lapse in concentration. And how many times has it happened to you on FIFA or Pro, where this guy is crap? He has just this one chance, this one counter, and you're like, wait, how am I 1-0 down? Because you're so consumed with having the ball and having possession and everything. This crap player just plays one stupid long ball, presses B, just bangs X, and the ball is in the top, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm 1-0 down. So if you don't make the opposition walk and create chances, you are always susceptible to having a lapse in concentration and conceding. So it's like, and I'm sorry, like the kids, like this attack is, the players are, here's the thing, there's talented, these players are talented, apart from Werner, Mounts, Ziyech, Havertz, thingy, these guys are talented individually. But what I'm here to see is them come together, and I don't know what the character is of the attack. The attack doesn't have a personality. We're like, oh, yeah, this is what they do. This is how they operate. It's like individual, and you just hope that through somehow, some way, something is going to happen. But there isn't a consistent pattern of play that you can look towards. You're just like, oh, let's hope the goal is. You don't know where the goal is going to come from. You just hope that the goal is just going to land from somewhere. You know.
I mean, it's
Yeah, spot on, bro. Don't
Chelsea are trying to do. It's mad science that Chelsea are trying to do. I mean, putting all these players that don't work, because you look at the squad, they're all built to play different styles of football. That's just what it is. That's just what it spells. And
it's not been built properly.
Especially the attack. Yeah, it's one of those where it was built without the direction in mind. It was built by just, I think someone mentioned this last year, and it was funny at the time, but it's not really funny. It's like Chelsea went on Football Manager and looked up the top 5 youngsters with the highest potential, and just went, oh, Timo Werner, tap him up. Kai Havertz, slap the money on there. Hakim Ziyech, can create something. Okay, cool. He works. Get him. You know.
That's no,
plan.
Eddie. Perfect. Remember when we did that show months ago? I am 1000% convinced these aren't Lampard's players. Football Manager, like every time I go on Football Manager, the first thing I do is I get a number 10 because I know how I want to play. The first thing I do is number 10 who has like 16 or above creativity. Then I get a striker who's got really good movement because I always play short balls. I never go crossing. So I want my strikers to have really good movement. I want to have a number 10 with great creativity, a good tackling midfielder, and then, a defender who can play all positions. Those are always the first three players that I always try and get because I'm the manager and there are specific players I want to get because I always go 4-3-3. I always go 4-3-3 and I always play a number 10 and I always want my because I always go through balls because I always go through the middle. So I make it narrow. So narrow through the middle, I go for through balls because that's my thing. The issue here is Lampard, I believe, had players he wanted. The board said, no, we're not going to get them. So the board, who you're not the manager, are like, what do we do? Google, who are the most highest potential guys under 23? Oh, him. Okay, boom. But that's not how scouting works. Scouting is what is the DNA of this club?
Exactly.
Or what is the DNA of this manager? So manager says, I want Pep Guardiola. Pep, the scout doesn't even need to ask Pep. The scout knows that good in tight spaces, excellent passer, great football IQ, and can work hard off the ball. Boom, go. So the scout already knows that, okay, I know the essentials of what a Pep player is. So once you get those players, you create a synergy. You create a chemistry because you're having players who have a similar idea. They may do it differently, but they have a similar idea. What we're seeing here is the board have just said, oh, these guys are talented. Go take. But the manager is like, but this is not how I want to play. So let me just do what I do. And now Tuchel has come in. He didn't pick these players. He's just having to use these players. And Tuchel is just like, okay, let me see what the best I can do with what I have, who I didn't choose. It is important that the manager chooses the players because it's like, I have a way of playing and have a certain philosophy. And you have to have players with certain attributes that fits that philosophy. So it's a complete clusterfuck. That's what has happened.
Yep,
At the end
100%.
of the day, Chelsea don't have a spine. But forward, you go. You haven't had a chance to jump in.
I was just gonna make the point that HH picking up Football Manager is a great analogy because again, compare it to what Chelsea are doing. It's not Football Manager, it's football board, it's football marketing because we're going for players like Pulisic not because he's a great fit for the club. We're going for Pulisic because he's great for marketing purposes in America. Now we're going to get more views on NBC or CNN or ESPN or wherever they broadcast Chelsea's games. That's why we're going for players like Pulisic. Or Havertz and Werner. These are great investments for the future because, okay, if it doesn't work out, we can at least sell them on for more money later. Why don't we get players who fit that system and get the best out of this team right now? Because you think about it, Tuchel didn't really take over a Lampard system in place of certain players who fit a certain style of playing and he had to adapt it. No. Tuchel picked up players who suited Conte's free at the back system, who suited Sarri Ball's system, who suited kind of what Lampard wanted to do with running and all of that. But at the same time, Lampard didn't have the full picture of that. So he kind of had a blend of it. And obviously he's an inexperienced manager. So he was making mistakes like putting Kante as a lone DM and just all manner of mistakes. Obviously, and once things fell off, he didn't know how to correct the ship. And obviously credit to Tuchel because he's done a great job. Today doesn't dismiss that. But today is just another showcase of how poor this side is going forward and the limitations of the squad. And yeah, we spent so much money, but that doesn't mean we spent it well. And it's just the thing. I mean, look at it. Is that Havertz and Werner really even suit each other? Like, really? And then you add Ziyech into there and then Mount into there. And then where does Pulisic fit into all of that?
It doesn't work.
And then you got a young player like Hudson-Odoi who doesn't get any minutes. It doesn't really work.
No. But basically, the issue you now have is you've bought players that neither manager wanted. So now what happens this summer now?
Because Tuchel is like, if you want me to succeed, I need specific players. You see, at PSG, that's just quality. You can make it work. So this isn't the PSG situation. So Tuchel is like, because I will not say public, but if you tell me in a private room, maybe I don't want Ziyech. Maybe I don't even want Werner. If it's down to me. So my thing is, because so much has been spent on them, you have to make it work. But what if I don't know how to make it work because I can't change my philosophy. Every manager has a certain philosophy and way they play and certain players that they want to play. So what if Tuchel is like, okay, I'll take the job and I'll do the best I can, but I don't actually want Werner. I don't actually want Pulisic. I don't actually want these guys. I can't work with these guys. So now what? So you're pretty much screwed. Okay, wait, let me get some of these jobs and we'll soon be out of here, man. From YSK Jackson, who says, the first bottle has been popped. Next up, May 29th. LSK Latson, you're a bastard. From Bad Meets Evil says, HH, take my lead. Hashtag sedation on the 29th. Bad Meets Evil, as I said again, if these guys lose 29th, the very next stream will be Euro 2020 Copa America preview. I'll be fully done for the domestic season. From YUFC, thanks for the dub, says, HH, this is your boy Yasia. Yo. I told Abdullahi after the Arsenal game, the problem with this Chelsea team is the attack. 0 goals in a final. Really? The attack is garbage. The attack is complete garbage, bro. YSK Jackson says, I repeat, it's still Uncle Frank's team. No, it's not. Hashtag, it's not. It's nobody's team. That's the whole point. It's scouting.
I mean,
Lampard didn't want these players. Tuchel didn't want these players. It's nobody's team.
This is how bad it is. And we said this on the Complicated Chelsea show. We still have players that were bought by Mourinho in this team. Aspilicueta and Zuma. So this tells you how far back this goes. You have players that were bought by Mourinho, Conte, Sarri, Lampard. That's 4 managers. 4 different styles of play. 4 different philosophies. What's the direction here, boys? Where are we going?
And they're also different as well. All of their styles of plays are different.
All of their styles are different. Mourinho, it's a deep block with 4 at the back.
Basically,
Conte, 3 at the back. Sorry, want to play expansive football, but in tight spaces, in the cramped space, with Jorginho sitting at the back. It's not science. Chelsea are trying to do.
Basically, it's like, like in Ultimate Team, all you see are just red lines. You're just seeing red lines everywhere. Like, because basically just zero chemistry. So what's it called? This is from YUFC again. It says 0 goals in 2 games. Blame Kepa all you want, but how do you win a game if you don't score? Chelsea's attack, when it really matters, cannot be trusted. No, yes, here you can still blame Kepa because that is a garbage attempt. He's not only to blame, but it's partly to blame because you should be saving that. YSK Jackson says, what do you mean apart from Timo? The dude is factually your MVP. YSK Jackson is a troll who's trying to use reverse psychology to try and mess up Chelsea. I found it from YSK who says, Pep is going to make Tuchel his bad B on the 29th. Hashtag, So guys, round up, man. Just to round up. I mean, final thought, because I mean, is definitely hanging over. It would hurt if Chelsea scrap a CL final, because you don't get in a CL final every single time. I mean, what are your closing thoughts? Because I think I like the discussion. I think because we've made some very key revelations, and I think the key revelation that we've made is that this team is broken, and you've somehow end up in a situation where this team is not Lampard's, this team is not Tuchel's. And that is a pretty messed up situation to be in, because a key thing of forming a team is you have to have the players that the manager wants, so the manager can best execute his plan. This is just a patch-up job of like, let's hope, put these guys together. That's why he keeps on changing things around up and down, because like, let's just put things together and boom. So
Final thoughts, guys, man.
I'll go first, and I'll just say for a start, kind of got to give credit to Leicester today. I won't say that they deserved to win. I think it was just one of them kind of games where there wasn't much happening. They just started off better than us. We played better stuff without creating too many clear opportunities. They then take their moment with a great strike from Tielemans, which again, Mendy makes that save, and people talking about can't expect a keeper to make a world-class save like that. Well, look at the other end, because when Chelsea did apply pressure, we did make some changes and we did start to create some good chances. Man has a great shot on his left foot, and Smalko makes just a ridiculous save going down to his left-hand side. And then there was even the save from Chilwell's header, which looked like it was destined to go in. Incredible. And obviously then we get a little bit unlucky with the VAR call. And again, we're not going to cry about VAR here, but at the same time, was that really offside? It really looked like it. Should that be ruled off? Like, just based off what the offside rule is, which is not to give somebody a clear and obvious advantage. It shouldn't have been ruled off, really. But whatever it is, what it is. At the end of the day, Chelsea should have created more, should have done more in the game. And
they have done more.
Again, to your point, should have done a lot more, man. And to your point, HH, earlier, again, yes, this is a mixture of different teams, and I think there is, like you said, a lot of talent in this squad that a good manager can get a lot out of. But we need to find the right pieces to then gel it all together. And I mean, for one, we just need somebody who's going to put the ball on the back of the net, somebody that you can depend upon and score goals. And ultimately, I'm happy to sacrifice somebody like a Pulisic, because you know what, Werner, I don't think we're going to sell him, even though he should go. We're not going to sell it, Werner, but I'm happy to say, you know what, Pulisic, you're a good option for us.
He's never getting sold. He's never getting sold. Like marketing. I
know he's not, but thing is, for me, I'm looking at, okay, and I get that he's not going to get sold. I know he's not going to, and he's showed enough qualities for people to think, you know what, he might be a great player for us. But for me, I'm willing to say, you know what, let's cut our losses here, move him on, and get a striker who's going to score us 25, 30 goals a season. Because I'll be real, if Tammy Abraham played all of this season, he would have got 20 goals for us, easy. And let's not forget, guys, Werner is on like 7 or 8.
I think 6.
50 million got us that.
Yeah.
6 in the league. I don't know in the other cups or competitions.
Yeah. 6 in the league. 6 in the league.
Or maybe 10. I think he just hit 10 against what was it, West Ham, I think it was, or whatever. Terrible, bro. The guy is absolutely pants. So yeah, and again, one thing I will just add is I was really looking forward to May 29th. I think it was an exciting day for us. And again, we made the point on Twitch. For us, we really want to win. We're desperate to win it. For Man City, they have to win it. I think that was the difference going into this game. Because obviously, with Man City, they're at the end of a long project. A lot of players that are approaching their prime, in their prime, or past their prime, with like players like Fernandinho and Aguero, who really need to pick up this trophy. For us, we understand this is a young iteration of this Chelsea team. It's going to get better. But now, having been knocked out of the FA Cup, it's almost like we kind of have to win it. Because we can't go trophyless after everything that we've been through in the last few months. We can't go trophyless.
It would.
And worse still, if we somehow lose against Leicester on Tuesday, God help my soul. Because, boy, then those next, 12, 13 days, we've got to wait till May 29th are going to be so nerve-wracking, because we're either going to be, on one end, losing that final, and then we're trophyless, and we're in the Europa League next season, which is mad. Or there's the silver lining, which is we win the Champions League, beat City 3 times in a row, and everything's fine. Because to be honest, if we finish 17th this season and we won the Champions League, I'd be happy with it, because it's the Champions League at the end of the day. So hopefully the boys get it done, but it's, again, people want to see, today's going to be a wake-up call. That's what Arsenal should have been. Arsenal should have been a wake-up call. But we flopped against Arsenal, and now we flopped again today. So those boys, when they watch Leicester lift up their fans, I hope that they suck it in and they accepted, they digested that moment and said, you know what? We can't let that happen May 29th, because I don't care how good Man City are, you can't lose 2 finals back-to-back like that. You can't. And I think I was even reading it earlier, just to end. Chelsea have lost 8 of their last 11 cup finals.
I saw that tweet.
That's bad. For a club that has DNA of winning things, that's bad. Going into a Champions League final. So, boy.
Right, Eddie, talk to me, man.
Boy, if we don't win it,
I mean, just to round things up, it's honestly not looking good. It's not looking good right now. Chelsea fans, get off your high horses. Humble yourselves, because
Eddie, humble. I was hearing
some stuff that guys were saying. Humble yourselves, bro.
There are dark times ahead, based on what we're seeing. Something we're not talking enough about. Leicester only needed a draw on what do you call it?
Tuesday.
On Tuesday or Wednesday. They get a draw, you're safe. Liverpool get 3 wins.
Yeah.
Chelsea are out.
All them do is
So Leicester can come and play a deep block again, get a 0-0 draw, and it's done because Chelsea aren't scoring against a deep block. So there are dark times ahead. There are times ahead are not so fun. And this guy admitted himself, man. But look, if you're a Christian, pray to God. If you're a Muslim, please go pray to Allah or Muhammad, whatever you serve, go pray to them because Chelsea need all the prayers they can get. They need miracles, not even luck anymore. They need miracles. Like,
but it's so funny. It's so funny how things quickly change. Like from that win over Man City, where Tuchel, Eddie, that when Chelsea beat Man City, I saw a tweet where people were goal, who are of course hypermetrics. Goal were saying, who is better, Prime Mourinho or Tuchel?
Right, I'm not even going to entertain that question.
Don't. Just keep talking. Don't entertain. Ignore what I said. Ignore what I said.
It's ridiculous to see the levels that we've put, that Chelsea fans have put certain things. You forget where you were in January because that's something that I haven't forgotten. Chelsea were 10th, 11th before he came in. He's done a great job. But at the same time, let's not gas it too much. Let's wait till the end of the season. That's why I said the Manchester City win meant nothing. I also said the Arsenal loss meant nothing if Chelsea go on and do the job. I said 4 games, 4 wins. You already lost 1. You already failed. So it can still be a glorious end. But if you ask me right now, Chelsea fans, get off your eye horses. Dark time ahead. Go fast and pray for the next 14 days. And let's hope. Let's hope.
Wait. Let's end on this. Let's end on this. And this is from Mohammed. And this is actually what I ever wanted to bring off before. So, guys, cast your mind back to 2002. Cast your minds back to 2002. So, from Mohammed, thanks for the dub. Bayer Leverkusen bottled the league, the Champions League, and DFB final. It's entirely possible Chelsea can do something similar. I was thinking about, because I remember that year where Leverkusen were top of the league, they messed that up. They lost the German Cup final and they lost the CL final to Real Madrid after Zidane scored that whole thing. Like, this can be a situation where Chelsea, who are in a great position, like after Man City, things are looking great. Oh, these guys are quality. They're looking good. They defeated Man City. Oh, they're going to destroy Leicester City. Oh, they're going to beat Arsenal. Now it's a situation where this could be a disaster. It could be just a disaster.
If that happens, just still half the squad. Honestly, still half the squad because some of these players are never going to recover mentally from that. Never. I'm telling you, bro. It's not going to happen. Look, May 29th.
Pray. Just pray. Guys, peace out. Stay true. Stay real. Like the vid. Subscribe if you're new.
Bro. Everyone get your lubricants on the 29th.